Hi everyone. My family is preparing to go to Bible Quiz Nationals, and I am preparing as well. But instead of memorizing scripture, I am shopping because a couple of my friends and I are the ones who are tasked with feeding everybody. So we are going to feed 60 of us in the hotel rooms in Wisconsin in just another week or so. And so I have been out shopping and getting some of the things I need. I'm going to show you what I picked up at the store and then show you the haul. So I need 2 of these. So I'm going to get one more of these large cans. I'm going to grab these boneless, skinless chicken thighs at Walmart. They are $2.96 a pound. 4 pounds, and they only have these 4 packs, so that's about 16 pounds, which half a pound a person. That should serve 32 people, so I need double this, but I'm going to grab the ones that they have here. These ones are a little bit more per pound. They're $3.48 a pound because they're packaged smaller, but I'm going to probably grab a couple of these. Okay, I'm checking out pitas everywhere because these are the white Greek style pitas. $3.74 for 6 of them. This is what they look like. I might buy a pack and just see what they're like compared to the other ones I've been buying at Aldi. Okay, so there's chicken thighs from Aldi. $2.69 a pound, 3.8 pounds. So I'm going to get 2 more of these to go with the chicken I already got. I'm standing here with the haul behind me. I went to Walmart and Aldi, and I also got a few things from Wegmans, and I am preparing for this big trip we're going on. I am about to make a lot of chicken and pulled pork for that, so I'm going to share with you what I picked up. So these are the things I picked up at the store for my big trip coming up. So what I have here is the pork butt roasts. Some of these I picked up, 5 of these big ones I picked up the other day, and I put them in the freezer, and then I just went out and got them out yesterday, so they're thawing out in my fridge and my cooler outside. And then this is a new one I got today to add to it. Aldi didn't have the big one, so I just got that half one. And altogether, this is 44 pounds of pork butt roast. And I'm going to be making pulled pork for the trip, and it's going to be served to 60 people in the hotel rooms. And we're going to have rolls I'm going to order, and it'll be served with coleslaw and baked beans. And then I got these chicken thighs. I ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4 packs from Aldi today, and these 2 small ones from Walmart, and then a stack of 4 of these really large chicken thigh packs. They were $2.69 a pound and $2.96 a pound. And I went with the chicken thighs because I'm making this chicken souvlaki type dish. It's like cut up chicken in a marinade, and you serve it with pitas and like lettuce and tomato and stuff. And it's going to be a lunch, one of our lunches. And I had tried at home doing the rub and the marinade with chicken breasts and with chicken thighs, each of them done in the crock pot. And I just really liked the thighs better because even though I like the breasts, I think there's a lot more chance of drying them out if you leave them a little too long. And I just don't want that one more added stress on the trip of feeling like, that I made everybody's chicken over dry. So then I got these really large cans these are the big cans of baked beans. They're 7.5 or almost 7.5 pounds each. And that one's like half the size, so it's like 3.5 pounds. And I'm going to be making these. The serving size tells us how many servings is in there. It says 26 servings times 2 is about 50, and then that's another 12, so it's about 60 servings of baked beans. And I'm going to tweak that recipe, or I'm not going to just use them out of the can. I'm going to add some things to them. One of the things I'm going to add that I don't show here is onion. I like to chop up some onion and saute them in some butter and just caramelize them, get a really rich brown caramel color and just really nice and sweetness comes out of them, and it adds a lot of depth of flavor to the baked beans if you put that in them. And then I also I got this for it, apple cider vinegar. I add a little bit of that, some other spices and some ketchup and brown sugar, and then I just bake them. And I think they're really good, and other people say they're good, so hopefully they'll like them. And I got 6 of these cans of the olives because those are from Aldi, because with that Greek chicken meal I'm going to have lots of different cut up veggies, and I wanted to make sure we had olives, because even though I know these aren't the Greek olives, I just thought too many teenagers might not like the Kalamata olives, so I just got regular black olives. But that goes really well with the Greek meal. And then I got mayo because I'm making coleslaw for the pulled pork to go with that. And I'm going to use this apple cider vinegar and mayo in the recipe for my dressing. What I do with the coleslaw for this big trip is I just take, I make sure that I make the dressing ahead. So at home, I'll mix all of that up. And then I bring those prepared bags of coleslaw mix with the cabbage, and so when it's at the hotel we can just toss it together with the cabbage with the dressing that's made up, and you know, it's pretty easy to get that all ready. And then I got some Italian dressing and 2 of these Mediterranean dressings. These are for the marinade base that I'm going to use for the chicken. So I have like a spice rub I'm going to put on them, and then the marinade, and they're just going to cook in the slow cooker in that and get some of that flavor. Now this smoked paprika I actually got at the Amish store, and it's really, really good. I'm going to be using that along with this garlic powder, onion powder, and cumin that I got from Giant. Those are going to form the base of my rub for the pulled pork, and along with this kosher salt. You always need a lot of salt in your rubs for your meat, right? And so we're going to have the salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and cumin, and smoked paprika, and a little bit of black pepper, and rub that all over really generously on the pork. And I'm going to be wood firing it on the grill to get it like a really nice smoky, authentic sort of wood flamey taste. And then that's only for like maybe, I don't know, an hour or 2, once, you know, not on real high flame or anything. And then it's going to roast in the oven, slow roast the rest of the way. And then I got this ketchup that is going to be used in my baked beans. So altogether I got 44 pounds of pork here and 35 pounds of chicken. And we're going to also be getting a ton of ingredients fresh, like the pitas we have to get right before we leave, and all of the veggies we have to get right before we leave. And I'm going to order rolls to go with this. So there's quite a few things I still need to get, but that I couldn't get ahead. This is the stuff I could get ahead. And we are going also on a mega shopping trip, I think to BJ's next week right before we leave, to pick up a lot of that stuff. It's going to be insane. So I really hope that you enjoyed seeing this, and I might hopefully post a couple pictures of the food that I've got all prepared, like the pulled pork and things, when it's getting cooked. This is my oven. It's been set at 215, and the pork cooked all night long. After I took it off the grill, it cooked in these huge pots and casserole dishes. That's my big roaster I roast a turkey in. This is a big canning pot, and then these are 2 really big casserole dishes. And this is what the 45 pounds of pork ends up looking like. These containers are the Rubbermaid containers. They're about, I don't know, 8 by 12 maybe. And this one's a big round one, but you can see it fills up 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is after it cooked all night, and it easily pulls apart. You can just see how it just kind of comes right apart. And it still has some fat and stuff in there. I still have to kind of go through it. And this is all of the juice. I'm gonna make this cold in the refrigerator and skim off the fat, and then I'm gonna use some of the juice to sort of combine back in with this and freeze it until we are ready to use it on the trip. So here we are at the actual Nationals kitchen. We have a kitchen suite here in this hotel room, and we put out for lunch some cold cuts and salads and stuff. And we also have some pork and chicken leftovers that we had put out because we'd already served that for a meal. And so you can see it does take a lot of food to feed everybody, and a lot of setup and preparation for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the last night we had pizza, and you can see that it takes a lot of pizza to feed us. In case you're wondering what Nationals is about or what Bible quizzing's about, it's basically these teens are jumping to answer questions after they've memorized a lot of Bible verses all year. And it's kind of competitive. Some of them are really into it, and they just are jumping and trying to get their question right and, you know, score the most points for their team. And I was really excited I got to see my daughter Megan getting a quiz out here. So overall, we had a great trip, and the food worked out fine. The quizzing was really fun to watch, and the kids get to bond together and pray together, and it was just a great trip.